Hello children, Vijaya is here back to address you all with another new lesson of 4th unit. Shall we go ahead? Before that, I just would like to remind you all to get ready with your ebooks and also your running notes, having a pen with you. Let's quickly go ahead with the lesson, having an activity. I'll just show you something on the small board. You will need to observe it carefully. Then I shall move further. Please look at this board. Can you all see, children? The first one is photoelectrical effect. The second one is an equation. E is equal to mc square. It's an equation. Third one, theory of relativity. Like E and M are interchangeable. We can say E stands for energy, M stands for mass, and C for speed of the light. Could you all see? Please take it down in your running notes as well. Now let's go ahead with the activity what I said. As soon as you looked at all the three things, whose name had struck to your mind? Whom could you immediately see in your mind as soon as these things are listed down, like photoelectrical effect, E is equal to mc square, theory of relativity. Your physics teachers might have already taught you all these things in class 8 if I am not wrong, about light. E is equal to mc square. Yes? Are you all able to get somebody's name in your mind? Whose name is that? I can see many of you being ready with the answer. Very unfortunately, as I can't hear you. But yes, I have received your answer. It's nothing and it's none other than the great Albert Einstein. Am I right, children? Yes. So today we are going to have a lesson about Albert Einstein in your 4th unit, which is named as A Truly Beautiful Mind. Please take down the lesson name, children. It's A Truly Beautiful Mind. I shall show you. Please check whether you are able to see it or not. A Truly Beautiful Mind. It's all about Albert Einstein, who has born in the year 1879 and passed away in 1955, who lived for about 76 years of age. Could you all take down the heading, children? Shall we go ahead? Yes. So, truly beautiful mind. As you all know, Einstein is a great scientist. He's a physicist, in fact, who had done a lot of work and research and study in physics and achieved a lot. He had even won the Nobel Award also, Nobel Prize. So the most respectable, highly respectable in the world. The award also is won by him. Then instead of calling his lesson, which is describing about Albert Einstein as a scientist or an achiever or some physicist kind of a name, why are they calling him as a truly beautiful mind? Because usually whenever you come across these words as beautiful or smart or something, these words are usually used for the description of the external things. As soon as you look at like the beautiful flower or something, you immediately say how beautiful the rose is, how smart the hero is as soon as you watch the cinema. Because it's nothing but the way you comment is all about the external beauty what you see. But here they call the mind of a person as a truly beautiful mind. Then that's what it means, children. Beauty is not only the word which is related to the external beauty, but also the internal beauty. This is what always people tell us. External hygiene is as equal as the internal hygiene. Like ill thinking is something very wrong. Though you may take twice bathing and you are really like maintaining yourself so clean and neat, but when you think something ill about others, then you are not really neat from inside. So here, the same way, they're saying that if a person needs to be called as beautiful or smart, one has to be beautiful externally and also most importantly internally. That is, the mind and the soul should be beautiful. So now, strangely, a great scientist, a great physicist in the world famous, one and only we can call him, is being called as a truly beautiful mind. So this is something like, children, there is a saying, each one of the coins, whatever the coins which we use, has two sides. Do you all agree that? Every coin? Because head and tails, you all go for the toss. Right? So heads and tails are always there. Two sides are there for every coin. So one side of the coin, there is one side of Albert Einstein which we know is all about as a physicist only, where he had done a lot of research, he studied so much, and finally he even won the Nobel Prize as well, and he has achieved, and he is the one to introduce the theory of relativity. He studied a lot about gravitational force, what not he had done. So we had studied so much about his physics. But now in this lesson, we see him as a good and a very nice gentleman as well. So are you all interested to really see how is he and why is he called so? So please give a glance at your ebook, children. We shall start. Before you read, they just have given an activity. Let's go ahead with that. Who do you think of when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius? What qualities do you think a genius has? Children, now what is the meaning of the word genius according to you? Intelligent? Maybe extraordinarily intelligent? Exceptionally intelligent? The one who knows everything? Of course, yes. One who knows everything and exceptionally intelligent is genius. We all know it. Like bright, very bright in all the aspects. Then who do you think of when you hear the word genius? So as soon as you hear the word genius, whose name will strike at your mind? Maybe the clever students or clever friends, or you yourself may be the one who stands always first in your class. So you think and you consider yourself as, yes, I am the genius. Now let's see. We shall now read about a young German civil servant who took the world by storm about 100 years ago. In the summer 1905, the 26 years old published in quick succession 4 groundbreaking papers about light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and energy. His work took up only a few pages in scientific journals, but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos, and transformed the name Einstein into a synonym for genius. So now whose name has to strike as soon as you hear to the word genius, children? As soon as you have completed this paragraph, it should be none other than, of course, the name of Albert Einstein. So now in this short and small, like beautiful paragraph I can call it, they just have described the whole of what hard effort he put into the physics as a physicist, Albert Einstein. They mentioned everything here. So he belonged to which country, children? German. So he worked as a German civil servant. It isn't like we call it a public sector and a government sector. So similarly, he worked in a civil sector of German country. Who took the world by storm about 100 years ago in the summer 1905. 1905 in the sense 1905. 1905 according to English language. Now whenever we really need to make use of zero to be pronounced, it looks good and it's said to be so that yes, it should be called as O. 1905. The 26 years old published in quick succession. So see, Albert Einstein, when he was around 26 years old itself, he had achieved a lot, and there are many magazines and newspapers and journals had written so much about his achievements. Breaking papers, in the sense like it's a breaking news you all usually see in the TV news, right? So similarly, it was a great breaking news for all the people. So the news was all about what, children? His achievements, light, the motion of particles. This you can please take them down, children. Light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies, and energy. 4 are the things which are mentioned here. These are all the things might have been already addressed by your physics teachers in your respective class of class 8 last year or 7, I do not know, or you may have the same topic in class 9 also. So you may ask your physics teachers about all these things. What are they? How are they helpful for your daily life? Then his work took up a few pages in scientific journals but changed forever our understanding of space, time and the entire cosmos. So whatever the achievement and study he made it, he had achieved it, it had changed our thinking, our understanding about what, children? About space, time and cosmos. What is cosmos, children? Cosmos is nothing but the complete universe. So his study, his own observation, it changed our understanding about time, space and the whole of cosmos, that is the whole of universe, and transformed the name of Einstein. Transform is in a sense complete change. What is transformation, children? Transformation means complete change. So his name has been completely changed into a synonym of genius. So how beautifully they just have mentioned, children. See, genius is a word. So they say that if at all somebody asks you to write about a synonym of the word genius, you can immediately write Albert Einstein's name as a synonym, a proper noun as a synonym for another noun, children. How beautifully, how wonderfully they just have given here, see. So he had become himself as a synonym of the word genius. So how genius he was. Then 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein's genius still reigned. R-E-I-G-N-S. There is a word, children. R-E-I is to be pronounced as right. So it's reigns. So after 50 years of his death also, though he had passed away, we are still learning, we are still applying the theories what he had invented, what he had introduced, which like we are bringing into our own regular life also. So it means that whatever genius, it still reigns in our lives. As of now also we are still using it. Now let's start the lesson, children. Is everybody clear about Albert Einstein and his achievements which are mentioned in the introductory part? Now let's go ahead with the first paragraph. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm. It's ULM, L is silent, but proper nouns can be pronounced however we want. There is no particular pronunciation rule when it comes to the proper noun. Fine, so it is a German city of Ulm. He was born on which date, children? 14th of March. In the which year? 1879. And it was a German city named Ulm. Without any indication that he was destined for greatness. Without any indication. Fine, children, as soon as anybody takes birth, nobody can really predict that what that particular boy would become when he grows old. Nobody. So same thing, nobody could even imagine or predict that what was that young boy going to become. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak, and moreover, his mom, Albert Einstein's mother, thought he was a freak in the sense he was a different boy. He was an odd one out. Like, he was unlike all other boys, those who engage in playing, those who really want to spend their quality time in smart work and all. But he was not like that. Then his mother called him as what? Freak. Freak is nothing but a different natured person. Odd one out. Then his mother himself called. Another thing is, funnily she says, to her, his head seemed much too large. It doesn't mean physically his head is too big, children. It means he had lot of thoughts and questions in his mind. There are many questions hidden in his mind, and he used to shoot as many as he was wanting. So that's the reason his mom made two comments about him. One is, she used to call him as what, children? Freak. Freak is nothing but a person having different nature or odd one out kind of a nature. And also she calls him as what? Seemed to be so big and large. His head seemed to be so big and large. Big head does mean that he had lot of thoughts in it. So two comments made. So these kind of questions, children, you would definitely see in the extract based question. So immediately, spontaneously, as soon as you come across the question, you should be able to answer this. At the age of 2.5, at the age of 2.5, like at the age of 2.5, our children are sent to nursery. For the first time, they just enter into the schooling. That is in the kindergarten, they just enter in. So at the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. So he was unable to talk. Usually the young children, when they are around 11 months old, not even a year old, they start speaking. Like they start speaking with vowel sounds or vowel blends or consonant blends kind of sounds, Ata, Ana, Aka. They start speaking. At the age of 11 months old, usually, that is the usual thing. But whereas in the case of Albert Einstein, he could not speak until he was 2.5 years old also. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. Like we have learnt about the little girl, the story. She used to stammer when she was given a chance to talk to her father. You all remember? Similarly, even here, Albert Einstein also, when he started speaking, he used to utter in the sense say or tell the word twice, 2 times. Each word he used to say 2 times. Then Einstein did not know what to do with other children. Then, people, they can't take everything so light, of his old of children. They used to make fun of Einstein. So Einstein did not really know what to do with the other children because they keep making fun of him. He starts speaking, what to do? And his playmates called him Brother Boring. So what is the name given by his friends to him, children? The children of his own age, they used to call him as what? Brother Boring. So he seemed to be boring for the other children because he never used to intrude himself into playing or like having playmate kind of nature to mingle with others and all. He never used to do it. So he was called as Brother Boring. So the youngsters played by himself much of the time. So Einstein started spending the time with himself only. So we cannot call him introvert, but yes, as he had a problem with his own speech, then that might have stopped him, restricted him to mingle with others. So children, tomorrow we shall continue the session. We have done with 2 paragraphs today. And 3rd paragraph onwards we shall see in the next session. So as I serve you the worksheet, please do attend. And before we shall close for today, quick sum up. It is all about a truly beautiful mind. Whose mind are we speaking about in this lesson? It's about the mind of the great Albert Einstein. And what are his achievements? It's about photoelectrical effect, then M is equal to C square, and also theory of relativity. And they have given many of the things, and his theory, his introduction, his own achievements has changed the thinking of the people about the space, about the world, and also about the cosmos. And he was a mild child. At the age of 2.5 years also he could not speak. When he started speaking, he used to speak every word twice. That's how he could not mingle with other children, and he started playing, being all alone. There ends for today's session. Am I right, children? So we shall meet again in the next session, continuing the same lesson, A Truly Beautiful Mind. Till then, please keep reading. This is Vijaya signing off. Bye bye, children.